Welcome to the United point of view. So some team news ahead of today's game against West Ham United. Manchester United's Victor Lindelof will miss the game after a burglary at his house, while Jadon Sancho could also be absent due to personal reasons. Eric Bailly, Paul Pogba, Luke Shaw and Aaron Wan-Bissaka are still unavailable, but Scott McTominay should be fit. West Ham awaits news on whether Thomas Soucek and Kurt Zouma could feature. Said Benrahma may return after Algeria were knocked out of the Africa Cup of Nations, but Mark Noble is again set to be absent with a knee injury. Now the race is on for the Champions League places, with only 2 points separating West Ham in 4th and Manchester United in 7th. Ralph Rangnick's side, who have got a game in hand on the Hammers, are still a hodgepodge of a team, but they managed to beat Brentford on Wednesday, which was hugely important for their season. The Hammers are pretty consistent, but the problem with predicting Manchester United games at the moment is that you don't know what kind of performance you are going to get from them. Every time they play, it seems to be a different story. So my prediction is, I believe Manchester United will win 2-1, hopefully. Other team news, Ronaldo is doubtful for the West Ham game. Cristiano Ronaldo could miss the Manchester United match against West Ham with a neck problem. Ronaldo made headlines with his reaction to being substituted in the second half against Brentford. But the interim boss, Ralph Rangnick, said this was normal. Speaking before Saturday's game at Old Trafford, Ralph Rangnick told MUTV that Cristiano is a question mark because he has a problem with his neck. He received treatment yesterday for 2 or 3 hours and we will have to wait and see how he feels today. Eddie Cavani hasn't been training with the team yet and will hopefully resume training today, and then we'll take the final decision after the training session today if he will be available for the game tomorrow, he also mentioned. Now, is that a good thing for Martial and Elanga, as well as Rashford and Greenwood? They should definitely get a look in. Other team news, Manchester United to support players' family, security around games after Victor Lindelof break-in. You may have heard this on social media yesterday, but Manchester United will speak to players about improving security after Victor Lindelof's family was subject to a traumatic and scary break-in. If you remember a few years back to Di Maria, which really unsettled him and caused him to move to PSG following that summer, or that year in which his house was broken into and possessions were robbed, I believe. So after that, he never really settled. So, quite disappointing, really. So the incident happened while the defender was playing against Brentford on Wednesday. Lindelof's wife, Maya, wrote on Instagram that she locked herself in a room with the couple's children. The Sweden international will not be involved in Saturday's game against West Ham to be with his family. Asked if security for players' families around games was something Manchester United would look into, interim boss said yes for sure. I think we will even have a meeting in our hotel where the club will speak to the players about what kind of measures could be taken to increase the level of security. What is necessary? Where can the club support players in those areas? This is something the club will speak to players about in the next couple of weeks and hopefully be able to make their houses more safe and more secure in the future. Ralph Rangnick said he has discussed the incident with Lindelof and both agreed it would be best for him to take time off over the weekend. Quite disappointing because he was having quite a good partnership with Varane, and I do not like the pairing of Maguire and Varane. It seems like Maguire makes Varane quite nervous. So Ralph Rangnick continued to say that he spoke with him at length on our flight back home from London, and also this morning we spoke for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, the Germans said. He continued to say that he was told by Lindelof that what actually happened and that this was really a traumatic event, especially for his wife and even the 3-year-old son. He said to Rangnick that he right now needs to stay at home. He doesn't want to leave his wife and his family on their own, which I fully understand, being a father of two, Rangnick said. So they both agree that he will not be training today and also not be on duty for the game. United said in a statement his family, who were at home at the time, were unhurt but clearly shaken. This was a distressing experience for them and for Victor, and he learned of it after the game, and the club is providing them with full support. We encourage anyone with information about the crime to contact the police. So that's it for now. Hopefully we'll get another video about the game and a reaction to the game. Just before I leave it there, let's have a quick prediction of the team. I predict Rashford, Elanga and Greenwood to start, Bruno Fernandes, McFred at the back of Fernandes, or maybe he might try and play with 2 8s, which will leave us exposed in the CDM region. Maguire and Varane, Dalot and Telles I'm going to go with instead of Shaw. Let's see how it plays out, and hope to see you soon, Manchester United fans.
Giant on my beat.